Welcome to the School of the Lost Tribes. Your charity helps generate the lessons needed to seal the chosen before the destruction. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach Chapter 9. Topic: Overview. Sirach 9 is covenant conduct for scattered Israel living in a corrupt captivity world. Guard marriage, avoid sexual traps that destroy inheritance, choose wise company, and keep your communication in the law of the Most High. This is remnant preservation, because Israel's downfall has always included lust, compromise, and bad counsel. Yahweh is teaching the remnant to stay clean, so we can be kept for mercy, restoration, and kingdom inheritance under Yahweh Shai. Verse 1. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Jealousy can turn into harshness and foolish behavior that damages your own house. For Israel, the household is covenant ground. If the home is unstable, the nation stays weak in captivity. The remnant must build trust and order, not provoke sin in the marriage. Verse 2. Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Don't surrender your judgment and livelihood to ungodly influence. For scattered Israel, this is warning against being ruled by lust or manipulation. Covenant men must govern the house righteously, so the family stays strong for the promises. Verse 3. Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snares. Sexual sin is a trap designed to capture Israelite men and weaken households. For the remnant, this is survival. Harlotry drains strength, breaks covenant discipline, and keeps Israelites locked in Deuteronomy 28 shame cycles. Verse 4. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. This warns against constant proximity to seductive influence. For Israel in captivity, entertainment culture can be a snare. The remnant must guard what we keep close, because temptation is often packaged as harmless company. Verse 5. Gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her. The eye starts the fall. For scattered Israel, this is a discipline verse. Control the gaze, control the imagination, preserve covenant purity, because Israel can't rebuild while feeding lust. Verse 6. Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance. This ties lust directly to inheritance. That's covenant language. Sexual sin can cost a man his household, his dignity, his resources, and his standing. For the remnant, don't trade Israel's future portion for a temporary pleasure. Verse 7. Look not round about thee in the streets of the city, neither wander thou in the solitary place thereof. Don't roam in temptation zones. For scattered Israel, wisdom teaches avoidance. Don't put yourself in environments that invite sin or set you up for accusation and downfall. Verse 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire. This is about boundaries. Don't entertain another man's beauty in your mind. For Israel, adultery destroys covenant households and invites wrath. The remnant must shut the door early, because desire ignites fast like fire. Verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. Avoid intimate settings that create emotional bonding and opportunity. For scattered Israel, this is protection from adultery and scandal. The remnant must be above reproach, because a fall here destroys families and weakens the nation's restoration. This is not saying a woman herself is evil. The warning is about misdirected desire. The danger is not beauty by itself, but what happens when a man keeps feeding his eyes, imagination, and lust. The eye opens the door, the mind entertains it, the heart burns with desire, and then sin follows. What lust of the eyes means, the lust of the eyes is when a person sees something and begins to crave what does not belong to them. In this case, it is looking at a woman in a way that goes beyond simple noticing and turns into coveting, fantasy, or desire to possess. The eye is the first entrance point. A man may say, "I'm just looking." But Scripture shows that looking can become admiring, then desiring, then imagining, then pursuing, then sin. That is why Sirach says to turn away thine eye. The command is early, not late. The wisdom is to cut it off at the first stage, before the fire grows. Why it says, "Look not upon another's beauty." The phrase another's beauty means beauty that is not yours to desire. It points especially to another man's woman, whether wife, betrothed, or one not given to you. The warning is against unlawful desire. This matches the commandment, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife." So the issue is not only physical adultery. It starts with coveting. The sin begins inwardly before it becomes outwardly. How lust becomes adultery, Messiah taught the same principle. Adultery can begin in the heart before the act is committed. The pattern is eyes, thoughts, desire, lust, pursuit, adultery. Zain, destruction. A man may never have touched the woman yet, but in his heart he has already welcomed sin. He is mentally rehearsing what the Most High forbids. That is why lust is a trap. It promises sweetness, but brings shame. It promises pleasure, but brings bondage. It promises secrecy, but often ends in exposure. Why lust is called a trap works because it looks harmless at first. No man usually begins by saying, "I want to destroy my peace, damage my household, offend the Most High, and lose my self-control." It begins smaller, a second look, a long stare, comparing one woman to another, following with the eyes, private imagination, secret messages, emotional attachment, then sin. So the trap is that lust often enters dressed as something small and innocent. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. The verse says many have been deceived. That means this is not a rare weakness. It has brought down many men. The deception is this: beauty makes a man think the danger is worth it. Desire makes him ignore wisdom. Passion makes him forget consequences. He sees beauty, but does not see the sorrow behind it. He sees the face, but not the trap. He sees the body, but not the judgment. He sees the moment, but not the aftermath. Love is kindled as a fire. Here love is not pure covenant love. It is more like passion inflamed by desire. It starts like a spark and becomes a fire. Fire is a fitting picture because lust spreads quickly, grows when fed, is hard to control once strong, burns whatever is near it. A small spark in dry grass becomes a field fire. In the same way, one unguarded look can grow into obsession. Why desiring another man's woman is especially dangerous to desire another man's woman is evil, because it violates order, covenant, and righteousness. It involves coveting what belongs to another, disrespecting another household, dishonoring your own soul, provoking envy, strife, and violence, inviting judgment. Even if nothing physical happens, the heart is already moving in rebellion. A wise man does not say, "When how ungak the night when how one night." How close can I get without sinning? He says, how far can I stay from the temptation? Beauty fades, beauty is temporary. Scripture's wisdom teaches that outward beauty is not lasting. A person who chases beauty only with the eyes is chasing something fading. This does not mean beauty is bad. It means beauty is not a safe foundation for desire by itself. Outward beauty changes with time, can mislead the undiscerning, can hide corruption underneath, can stir fleshly desire without righteous purpose. A foolish man is ruled by what he sees. A wise man judges by character, fear of God, modesty, discipline, and truth. So when we say beauty fades, the point is, wahak, do not let a temporary appearance cause a permanent fall. Practical examples. Example 1. The second look, a man sees a beautiful woman in public. The first sight happens naturally. But then he turns back again and again to stare. Soon his thoughts are no longer innocent. He begins imagining her. That is the beginning of lust. Example 2. Another man's wife, a man, knows a woman is married, but he keeps watching her, thinking about her, and enjoying her attention. He may say he has not done anything, but in truth he is already nurturing covetousness. That is a trap. Example 3. Comparing women, a man starts comparing his own woman to another woman's beauty. This creates dissatisfaction, wandering desire, and contempt in his heart. Lust not only reaches outward, it can also poison what a man already has. Example 4. Digital lust, a man keeps looking at suggestive images online. He tells himself it is not real adultery, but his eyes are training his heart to crave unlawful beauty. The fire is still real, even if the screen is involved. Example 5. Emotional adultery, a man becomes attached to another woman through conversation, compliments, and secret closeness. It may not start physically, but the eye and heart have already crossed bounds. Often, outward sin follows inward permission. The difference between noticing beauty and lusting there is a difference between recognizing beauty and feeding lust. Recognizing beauty is brief and controlled. Lusting is prolonged, entertained, and desired. Recognizing says, "She is beautiful," and moves on. Lusting says, "I want her. Let me keep looking. Let me imagine more." The verse warns against the second. The wisdom of turn away thine eye. This is practical wisdom. Do not argue with temptation. Remove fuel from the fire. That can mean stop staring, avoid flirtation, do not entertain fantasy, do not seek private access, do not compare, do not linger where desire is rising. The victory often happens in the first second, not the last. Main lesson of Sirach 9:8. The lesson is this: guard the eyes, because the eyes can awaken unlawful desire. Guard the heart, because lust grows into fire. Do not desire another man's woman, because coveting leads toward adultery and destruction. Do not be ruled by beauty, because outward beauty is temporary, but the consequences of sin are heavy. A man who does not rule his eyes will have trouble ruling his thoughts. A man who does not rule his thoughts will have trouble ruling his body. Sirach is teaching discipline, self-control, and separation from temptation before sin matures. Verse 10. Forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him. A new friend is as new wine. When it is old, thou shalt drink it with pleasure. Loyalty matters. For the remnant, covenant friendships are precious in captivity. Don't chase novelty and discard proven brethren. Israel needs stable bonds as the tribes gather and build. Verse 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Don't envy wicked success. For scattered Israel, captivity often rewards sinners, money, fame, power, but their end is judgment. The remnant must measure success by covenant standing, not Babylon shine. Verse 12. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their grave. Don't enjoy what the ungodly celebrate. For Israel, this is separation doctrine. Remnant joy must come from righteousness, because ungodly pleasures carry hidden judgment and keep Israel trapped in curse living. Verse 13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. This is practical captivity counsel. Avoid violent men and dangerous power. For scattered Israel, we are often surrounded by snares: legal, street, workplace, political. Wisdom says, move carefully. Don't be reckless. Preserve life, because the remnant must endure to the end. Verse 14. As near as thou canst, Guess at thy neighbor, and consult with the wise. Discern people and seek wise counsel. For Israel, community survival depends on judgment. The remnant must consult wise Israelites grounded in covenant, not random voices that lead into traps. Verse 15. Let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High. This is a key remnant verse. Build your conversations around wisdom and the law. For scattered Israel, this is how we detox from Babylon speech and rebuild covenant thinking, because Israel's restoration requires Torah-centered communication. Verse 16. And let just men eat and drink with thee, and let thy glorying be in the fear of the Lord. Choose righteous company. For Israel, fellowship is spiritual shaping. Who you eat with influences your ways. The remnant's glory isn't clout. It's fear of Yahweh, covenant loyalty that prepares us for inheritance. Verse 17. For the hand of the artificer the work shall be commended, and the wise ruler of the people for his speech. Skill is praised by work. Rulership is proven by speech. For Israel, this points toward kingdom preparation. The remnant must develop skill and wise speech now, because Israel is destined to rule righteously under Yahweh Shai. Verse 18. A man of an ill tongue is dangerous in his city, and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated. Bad speech is a weapon, dangerous to the community. For scattered Israel, ill tongues bring division, accusations, and chaos. The remnant must guard speech, because a restored Israel must be disciplined, truthful, and unified for the covenants and kingdom. Table of Contents. Introduction. Yahweh's exclusive covenant with Israel. The purpose of this book. No disparagement of non-Israelite races. The foundations used throughout this book. On the right foundation, Israel's covenant exclusivity, believing Yahweh Shai and the consequences of unbelief. The exclusive nature of Israel in the Old Testament. The exclusive nature of Israel in the New Testament. Part 2. Replacement Theology, examined. Dare we say the Church has replaced the 12 tribes of Israel, hope, the law, and Israel in the New Testament. The exclusivity of Israel in Ephesians, Philippians, and beyond. Redemption and the many. The exclusive nature of Israel in the letters of James, Peter, John, and Jude. Israel in the book of Revelation. Reactions and doctrinal challenges. Next steps in the book. Common reactions to Israel's exclusivity. Reactions to the exclusive doctrine of Israel, expanded. Are there 2 or 3 witnesses for exclusive Israel? Separation, the world, and the gospel. Word meanings. Understanding separation and the world. The world, cosmos, or oikoumeni. The 2 differing gospels, stumbling blocks to an exclusive Israel doctrine. Case studies, Israelites in dispersion. Peter's sheet vision, a closer examination. The Ethiopian eunuch, an Israelite in dispersion. The widow of Sarepta, an Israelite in dispersion. The Lord's Prayer, an exclusive Israelite perspective. Extra scriptural doctrines exposed. The extra scriptural doctrine of Judeans and Gentiles. Can strangers become Israelites? In thee shall all nations be blessed. That unfortunate word, Gentile. Yahweh Shai's ministry was not primarily to the Judeans or in Judea. Identity, history, and deception. Could the modern Judeans be Israel? Can the Judeans be identified? Josephus in his comments on the Judeans. Does Edom have any marks of identification today? Judeans who are non-Semitic. Historical commentary and records. What is their blasphemy? Anti-Semitism. A tool for deception. Religious and political nonsense. Galatians, promise, and heirship. Galatians and Israel exclusivity. Interpreting Galatians in light of Israel exclusivity, Christos without Yesu, Messiah without Jesus. Can the promises to Abraham's seed be spiritualized? Who are the heirs according to the promise? In Christ versus in Jesus. Neither Judean nor Greek. Who are the Greeks? Israel in the entire New Testament. Sonship, adoption, and faith. Isaac, hearing faith and freeborn sons. In thee shall all nations be blessed. Revisited. The promise in thy seed in the New Testament. The biblical concept of adoption. The placement of a son. Analysis of the 5 adoption verses. Understanding the sons of Yahweh and the doctrine of adoption. Pilgrims, strangers, and Israel, New Testament strangers. Seed, rebirth, and sowing.